Hi, nice to meet you. Fiona, you were behind all of this, the program that was presented today. Do you feel you're being part of something that is changing the world, the way we see the world?
Well, thank you very much. Look, it's a great pleasure to be here in Lisbon to celebrate such an important day, a day which I hope we might look back on and see as a real changing moment where physical activity was considered important, but then sort of disregarded, sort of forgotten, something you should do maybe tomorrow. And that is also for governments as well. It's something maybe, but now today we have brought the global community here to really look very closely at the importance of physical activity in our daily lives in all different ways, and how it's so valuable, so essential for health, and so essential for good communities. I hope we can look back at this day and see it was the start of a new social movement, a new agenda, and we are a more active society in the future.
But why now? What happened?
The timing now is because we've got a very important agenda to prevent disease, which we know is preventable, the chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, cancers, and improve mental health. And we know physical activity is one of the best things you can do for all of those. But we also know that physical activity through walking and cycling is good for the environment. We'll use our cars less. We'll get to meet our neighbours, socialise in the parks. There's so many benefits, but we have to act now. Time is ticking. And we have a goal that all countries committed to in 2025 to reduce the preventable non-communicable disease. And we're not going to get there until we put a full suite of actions together. And today we're focusing on one of the areas, which is physical activity. But we've got to work on the tobacco, the unhealthy eating, the access to medicines. But the time now is to really focus on physical activity and maximise its contributions. And I think the global community has been really ready for it. The amount of interest from civil society, from governments around the world. So I think we're ready to act, and we wanted to know what to do and how to do it. And that's what today's document and the plan and our work going forward will be all about.
We frequently talk about rights to our health, right? But through this document presented today, we also begin to talk about the right to physical activity. Are these the same? Can we say that?
I think you've raised an important area, and there is a right to be able to have access to the healthy environments and the amenities that will support good health. And so there is an urgent need to look at the inequalities in the distribution of green space within cities, the safety on roads, reinforcement and enforcement of the speed limits to make roads safer for children to walk and cycle to school. We have to reprioritise some of these issues.
So, in elementary school.
And absolutely, it must start very young, because our lifestyles are informed by the way our parents and our families live their lives. And so if you have an active childhood, you are more likely to have an active adult. But it's not guaranteed. And so we need to have that reinforcement through society of the different ways to be active. So today we're here celebrating sport, but we must remember a lot of people drop out of sport. Girls are no longer playing so much sport by 13, 14 years of age. Why is that? Why can't we re-engage them with dance and forms of sport and physical activity they enjoy, in the places they enjoy it? So girls are as active as boys, women are as active as men, and of course through to our older adults. So our grandparents are remaining active as well. And we'll all be healthier for it. So it's a win-win-win.
People, society, environments and systems. These are the four strategy points from this global program. In your opinion, is any of them more important than others?
That's a very difficult question. And I think each country will have to assess where they are. Some countries are saying that it's very important to build public awareness and knowledge about physical activity, because the understanding of the benefits is still not as strong as we might like. Others would say we understand the benefits, but it's the environment, and the environment is not safe or healthy or accessible. And then others would say the opportunities are missing. And then Many would say we don't actually have the good policies, we don't monitor and measure this so we can see progress or not. We don't have the research to inform the programs and the evaluation to show benefits. So each of them are interconnected in what has been presented as a system, and interconnected, and if we get it right, you'll get multiple benefits. The sum of the benefits will be more than the whole if we get this right, and that's what we're inviting countries to start this journey with us. And we at WHO wish to help countries, all countries, from where they are now to a more active future.
And we are changing the world. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you. It was nice to meet you. Thank you.